Danger. Extremely flammable. Vapors may cause flash, fire, or ignite explosively. Harmful or fatal if swallowed. Causes burns. Vapor harmful. Contents under pressure. That just doesn't sound like a lot of fun. So I got this stuff. Instead of wire wheeling off the old paint, I'm gonna give this a try. Now I'm having second thoughts. That I'm picturing myself bursting into flames and like becoming that X-Men guy that, what's his name? Flame, you know? The guy that bursts into flames, but unintentionally is what I'm afraid of. So, do not apply to floors or any other large surface area. Okay, if you don't apply it to the floor, make sure work area is well ventilated, no problem. Shake well, shake vigorously. So, this is my 1980 C3 Corvette Progress. Lots of stuff to do. Last week I removed more of the weather stripping and the pillars and all that stuff. And I need to continue with the front windshield trim, remove that, clean up under there, use this paint remover for this back piece. This here, this is a cover that goes in the back. It is fiberglass, and this stuff says that it's safe for fiberglass. I was worried that it would eat away fiberglass, but no, it says for use on metal, fiberglass, flexible, and rigid plastics. And if you had a dead body to dispose of, possibly. So yes, it's well ventilated in my garage. I've got the Bentley moved out, so I'm gonna give this stuff a try. And P.S. I still did not get my armrest, so I still cannot put my new doors in. I emailed Flight Automotive last night and I said, hey dudes, where the heck are my door panels, my what are they called? My armrest. And I actually put in my email, without the armrest I can't put my door panels in. And I'm thinking to myself, you think they care? They don't care that I'm suffering here. I didn't get an email back, which is not surprising because it's Saturday, but I really need those armrests. And while you're here, please like and subscribe. It means the world to me, and then you'll never miss a video about a Corvette getting restored. It is strong. And yes, this is an N95 mask. All right, let's move on to let's move on. This is what I want to take off. This right here.
I don't know why I went into it originally half-assing it. Like, I didn't want to remove this trim. I didn't want to remove the windshield trim. There was just a lot of stuff that I didn't want to do. And I was looking at it, I'm like, this is so dirty underneath. There's so much dirt, maybe rust. And I spent all this money. Like, why am I not going for it? Like, why am I not going to replace the windshield trim and stuff and visors and stuff? Anyways, so I've committed to it.
There's 4 screws along the bottom here and then 2 on each side.
It's not even a hard job. Like, the screws are not rusted, it's easy, but look at this plastic, like, it is broken. These plastic pieces are toast.
I'm gonna have to take all this stuff off and this stuff too. Okay, I got the back trim all removed. stupid button. It actually looks really good under here. There's no rust or anything like that. I want to replace these. It's little T-top brackets. No big deal. Where does it stop? Where does it end, you know? Last week I didn't want to do this. I mean, it's broken. Why would I not want to do this? No, I don't need a light up vanity mirror. Okay, so I got all of the trim pieces, the upper, you know, headliner pieces off. There's a few that are cracked, like, and they're so cracked that they're cracked in half. I'm not gonna bother repairing it, even if I like JB weld it or whatever, you know, what is it, plastic weld and all that stuff. It's just not gonna be as strong. The pieces aren't that expensive, so I'll go on Top Flight Automotive, aka Top Flight, never ship your stuff, and I'll see about getting some new ones. But I'm happy that I removed them so I could see what's going on under there and actually do a thorough job. I feel good about it. That dangerous paint stripper that I sprayed on some other parts, it's been sizzling for a while, so I'm gonna see if I can take some steel wool and get that excess paint off. And then I've got another piece to paint, to remove the paint too, so let's go do that. Give steel wool a try. Why didn't you all tell me about that paint stripping stuff earlier? God, that's amazing. Wow. Whew. Pretty sick stuff. And I'm lucky it's not even too hot of a day because it says to spray no hotter than like 85 degrees. It's like probably a cool 78 right now. Wow. Like butter. Like butter. Melted off. I did another coat. That stuff is awesome. I don't know if that was sheer enthusiasm or if I was high from the fumes, but I had the overwhelming urge to clean my window all of a sudden. I've been waiting to do this for so long with steel wool because I saw somebody on YouTube do it. Anyways, it worked out. Alright, I'm going to put the chrome pieces back in because I'm not going to remove them. But they don't need to be removed. I cleaned them up. So I'm just going to tighten them up so I can eventually put the T-tops back on when I'm done for the day. Just a lot of cleaning, huh? So does this whole thing have to come off to get this off? Can I buy a bracket that doesn't have a mirror? I'm going to clean these, maybe even get new ones. I'll probably just clean them, but for now I just need to put them back. So the door panel comes completely like sealed. I mean, all the holes that are for like the door lock switch and the window switch and the armrest, they don't come open, so you have to trim that away. When I did my Camaro, one of the holes I trimmed slightly too big, so if you look really closely you can kind of see like where I did it. Anyways, you probably never noticed, but I know that it's there and I don't want to make that same mistake again, so wish me luck.
These door panels were $395 each. I'm not proud, I'm not flexing, this is not something that I am, you know, showing off on. I'm ashamed that I spent that much on these door panels, but I had to do it. They were both in pretty dire condition. The passenger side was completely gone, and the driver's side hanging on by a thread. Oh boy, you know, I've done enough door panels to know that new ones never fit like OEM ones, never. And, well, these didn't show any different, so I get the new ones on, they don't fit right, and I've lost my mind. Jack Nicholson, Shining, Chucky, Michael Myers, Jason, Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger, that's me.
Well, I didn't get the door panel on yet. The new door panel is just a tinge smaller than the old door panel, and so the parts under the old panel that were white from the original color of the car were hidden by the old door panel with this new, slightly smaller rip-off piece of SHIT door panel that I got from Top Crap Automotive. It shows the white. I'm lucky I saved the old door panel to make sure. Otherwise I would be losing my mind wondering if like my new one shrunk somehow. So I have to remove some of the sound deadening from the edge, which I did, and I'm going to have to paint those areas black and let them dry. So I have to do that another day because I've got to paint it right away at the start of the day. So by the time I'm done for the day, that will be dry enough to close my doors. I'm already at the end of my time, unfortunately, for the weekend, so I cannot paint it right now. It's also too hot to paint it in this heat. So anyways, that will have to be something that I do next week. In the meantime, I ordered my matte black paint to paint my freshly cleaned trim matte black. So then next week I can add my new pillar weather stripping, my windshield trim. But first things first, I'll paint those door openings. And my armrest has still not come from Top Suck Automotive, so I'll keep emailing all week. But it's been almost a month now, so that's a bummer. It's not like I spent thousands of dollars in a month or anything like that. Anyways, someone hug me. All right, goodbye. okay. It wasn't fun work, and it doesn't show me a lot like what I did. It's not like I step back and I'm like, whoa, look at all that. But taking that trim piece off the windshield and getting all that paint off of the fiberglass portion and the trim pieces, this piece, I gotta get some paint. I have paint, but maybe I'll get new paint. Anyways, all that stuff was really time consuming. It was really time consuming. I also stacked up all my tires. So in that corner right there, look at that. I was able to take all the tires that were in that corner and put them over that corner. So it cleaned up my garage a little bit. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but I've always got the Bentley parked in here. So yeah, great day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful Saturday, a wonderful weekend. Bye.